Ever notice how every neighborhood suddenly has a kid or a grown adult with a folding table selling boba or fresh squeezed lemonade like they are running a tiny empire? That little stand is not just cute, it is actually a business, and business means rules whether we like it or not. Here's the twist nobody expects. Running a drink stand from your house is not automatically illegal, but it is also not automatically legal either. It depends entirely on where you live and what your kitchen looks like on paper. Most cities separate food businesses into two worlds: cottage food laws and full commercial permits. Cottage food usually covers low-risk stuff like baked goods, but drinks made with dairy, fresh fruit, or anything that needs refrigeration often get pushed into the stricter category. Why does milk in your boba matter so much to the government? Because bacteria do not care about your business dreams, and anything perishable can turn a cute lemonade stand into a science experiment gone wrong. This is where a lot of people get tripped up, thinking a permit is one single golden ticket. In reality, you might need several: a food handler card for you personally, a health permit for the actual operation, and sometimes a separate mobile vendor permit if you plan to move around. Let us talk about the kitchen for a second, because this one shocks people. Many states require you to prepare drinks in a certified kitchen, which means your home kitchen might not count unless it is specifically inspected and approved for commercial use. That is why you will see so many boba and juice entrepreneurs renting shared commissary kitchens instead of using their own stove. It sounds extra, but it is basically the business version of using a gym instead of doing squats in your living room. Same result, more structure. Insurance is the boring cousin nobody wants to invite to the party, but it matters just as much as the permits. If someone gets sick from your drink or slips near your stand, general liability insurance is what keeps one bad day from turning into a lawsuit that follows you for years. Here is a fun historical nugget for you. Lemonade stands became an American symbol of entrepreneurship way back in the 1800s. But back then, nobody was worried about food codes, they were mostly worried about running out of sugar. Fast forward to today, and cities like to update these rules constantly, sometimes creating exceptions specifically for kids running small seasonal stands, so a 9-year-old is not treated like a restaurant chain. Adults running the same setup as a real income source usually do not get that same free pass. Location is another sneaky variable. Selling from your own driveway is very different from setting up in a public park or a farmer's market, since public spaces often require event permits or vendor agreements on top of everything else. Let us bust a myth right now, the idea that cash only means invisible to the law. Even if nobody swipes a card, you are still expected to report income and follow food safety rules. The government does not care if your business fits in a cooler. Doubt creeps in for a lot of first-time vendors, especially when paperwork feels more complicated than the actual drink recipe. The trick is starting small, checking your local health department website first, and treating permits like ingredients you cannot skip them and expect the final product to hold up. The upside is that once you get the structure right, a pop-up drink stand can be a legitimate low-cost way to test a business idea before going all in. Think of it as training wheels for entrepreneurship, cheap to start, fast to learn, and surprisingly good practice for handling real customers. So if this kind of behind-the-scenes business breakdown is interesting to you, do you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.